Hello, my name is Tatiana Kuzmina. I'm a professional pianist and a teacher at one of the world's top music academies in the world, Russian Gnessin Academy of Music. Today, I want to share with you 5 secrets of effortless and virtuosic piano playing. I want to introduce you to a method that completely changed my approach to practice and, as a result, my performance. This video is for intermediate and advanced students, but for beginners, it also will be extremely valuable. In fact, my beginners and intermediate piano courses based on this method because it works for everyone. This video is for you if you feel stuck and your piano technique isn't improving, no matter how much you practice. Your hands get tired and tense, you struggle to play freely, you don't like your sound of piano, you cannot play clean and accurate. And I completely understand you because I have been there myself. In the third year of academy, I hit crisis, but not only emotionally, but also physically. My hands were so tired that I couldn't play for long. And at this point, I understood that I had to change my approach of practice. I couldn't play for long. I needed to practice very slowly. And also because my hands were tired, I couldn't push with force, as usually my fingers to the keys. That's why my hands were so relaxed and I didn't force. This practice gave me extremely great result because I started to feel that I can control the sound of piano. My fingers was very virtuose, started to be very virtuosic. And in this time, I realized that I started to use really full weight of arms. And usually when I practice very fast passages and virtuosic pieces, in a way I feel tense in my hands, in my arms, because I was trying to play fast, etc. And in fact, when we are playing really fast and virtuosic pieces, we don't need to have any tense in our arms, in our hands, in our wrists, and etc. To understand this, imagine that your hands are really, really heavy, like a bag of sand. And when you drop them, they fall very freely with their full weight. But what we do usually when we play fast and complex passages, we tense up, and that's why we lose the full weight of arms and, of course, relaxation in our hands, in all our body. At that time, I couldn't force my hands, and that's why I needed to play relaxed. I had no choice but to play with really relaxed hands. Many pianists don't take advantages of their full arm weight, but it's essential to practice first like this and then gradually increase speed, controlling your weight of arms. When I was at the academy and I played the Etude by Chopin, and I didn't understand why I couldn't play fast and freely and clean. Now, of course, I understand because I practice like this, lifting my fingers very high, and that's why, of course, I couldn't play them fast because I force also keys. But now, of course, I understand that I don't need to lift my fingers totally. It should be very, very just using the full weight of arms. That's why now I can play very fast because now I know how to practice. And it's not for sure doing this. It's exactly opposite. You need to play very heavy hand. Your hands should be very, very heavy, and don't lift your fingers totally. That's why now I can play very fast and control my sound also and technique. And this is a first secret and very important secret to use the full weight of arms. Then I started to change my approach of practice. I graduated my academy with very high level because I played the fourth ballet of Chopin, and I did really great because I used the technique. I practiced just like this, using my full arm to play very relaxed and feel my full arm of weight when I practice. So this completely changed my results, my performance. The second secret is developing your inner hearing. Without strong inner hearing, you really cannot achieve the truly freedom in your playing. When I was at the academy and I needed to play my final exam, I got sick. So I couldn't practice physically on keyboard. And what I did, I started to imagine mentally music in my head. I imagined every note, I imagined every movement, how I play on the keyboard. And this turned out to be one of the most effective practice for me. Because when I started to play on piano on my exam, I feel so much freedom because first I imagine music in my hand and then hands were playing on the keyboard. My music flowed naturally. There are a lot of exercises to develop your inner hearing, but this is a very important. The third secret is to use effective exercises when you practice, because when you just play mindlessly and just push on keyboard, etc., it's not effective totally, because exercises will help you to put music in your heart, because it's also about your inner hearing, the speed of your mind, etc. One of great exercises I use every time, it's a dotted rhythm, because these exercises help to increase also your inner hearing and also to control your full weight of arms. I will show you these exercises, for example, on Fantasy in Porto by Champagne. And we have here a really virtuosic right hand. So how we will practice these exercises here? So we need to divide passages for small groups of notes. And for example, we play first note, then you need to stop here and hear the next ones in your mind before playing them. And then staying to the next notes. But you need to be careful, because not lifting when you play in the fast note. We need not to lift up your fingers, because you need to remember that you need also practice a rate of arms. So you stop on your first note, feel that your hands are very relaxed, then you need to imagine the next notes in your mind, and then with really relaxed hands play and stop on the second group. Yes, this, in the notes of second group. So this is really very useful exercises if you really do it right. You control that your hands are really relaxed, and also that you are imagining the next one notes. This technique improves your inner hearing, speeds up your thought process, and helps you to achieve greater fluency. The fourth secret maybe is not so evident for you, but it's really important. It's also changed my results and the way of practice. Many of us were taught that we need to practice for hours with intense effort, but sometimes we practice and we feel tired, we feel exhausted, but we anyway practice, and sometimes it can do more harm than good. In fact, when you practice, your mind should be tight, not hands. And if you feel your hands are tight, it means you're going not right way. You need to know that if you are tired, you need to stop, relax, and to start to continue when you are feel enjoy, when you feel passion, when you feel inspiration, and your mind is not tired. Before I practiced a lot, maybe 7, 8 hours, and I understood that it's not effectively. And then in the fifth years of academy, I started practice just maybe for 3 hours, maximum 2 hours, and it gave me more results than I practiced 7, 8 hours in a day. Practicing from a state of frustration is unproductive, and it applies for any activity you do. The 5 secrets is very important, especially if you use previous 4 secrets. It's to play with totally relaxed body, face, shoulders, especially of course your hands and fingers and etc. And if you feel tension in your face, your shoulder raised, and your hands get tight, for sure it means that you cannot play with really freedom. And there is one great exercise is to feel this. It's to play with eyes closed. Once you know the piece, you can try playing without looking at the keyboard. And these exercises can help you to develop a sense of ease without unnecessary tension. The main goal is here to be relaxed totally in all body. So when you close the eyes, feel that you use the full arm of weight, and you don't need to feel any tension in your body. And first time you can miss the notes, it's normal. First, the main goal is to be relaxed. And all the time your hands will learn how to get the notes effortlessly. But first and the main goal is to be relaxed totally in all body, especially in hands. Not to play like this, where stress to find the notes like, but first you need to especially when you need to jump in any notes. And you need to feel that your hands are really feel freely, and you use full arm of weight. This is a very important when you practice with closed eyes. All the secrets about how to play freely, relaxed, without any tension. And the way and approach of practice is different. Because when you see how the virtuosic pianists play on the piano, they feel freedom. Their hands like flying on the keyboard, and they don't feel any tension in your hands. That's why it's a secret of virtuosic playing. And to change my approach of practice takes not so much time, but it's different. It completely changed my results and my technique and my performance. I started to control my sound. I can play any technical difficulties. I know how to practice, and I know how to learn any difficult piece. Sometimes reworking your approach of practice feels like starting over, but reward is worth it. Of course, it's a greater freedom, control of your sound, limitless possibilities of your virtuosity. If you would like to work with me to have consultation, feel free to send me a message. Also, I'm preparing a set of exercises to improve your speed, your fast, and freedom in different technical areas. If you're interested, let me know, and I will notify when it will be ready. I hope this video was interesting for you, and let me know what you think, and bye bye, see you soon.